Australia's capital cities is incredibly expensive. In Sydney, for example, house prices have surged past the $1 million mark after 6 consecutive months of declines. The median house price in the city was $1,021,968 during the second quarter of 2016 and, while it's below last year's record-breaking median house price of $1,032,899, it's still far more than what the average person could afford. Because of this, it's advisable to look for a place to live outside capital cities, where rent and house prices are much cheaper, but the quality of life is still decent enough for young professionals, growing families, and empty nesters. We've compiled a list of the cheap places to live in Australia to help you choose the best area for yourself and your loved ones. These places are ranked not just by their housing prices, but also according to their population, unemployment rate, and access to important services like healthcare and education. 10. Wagga Wagga. Wagga Wagga population, 63,428. Unemployment rate, 3.06%. Average house price, $358,000. Wagga, as it's fondly called by the locals, may not be a capital city, but it has made a name for itself due to its military, transport, and agricultural significance. The Australian Army and the Royal Australian Air Force have bases in Wagga Wagga, and large corporations like Heinz, Fonterra, Cargill, Big W, and Target all have built a presence in the city. Nine. Ballarat. Ballarat population, 101,578. Unemployment rate, 5.90%. Average house price, $340,000. Ballarat is one of the best places to live if you love history and culture. The area became one of the centers of the Victorian Gold Rush, and the local architectural styles reflect this affluent era in history. Living in the city will give you access to theaters, museums, and art galleries, as well as live musical performances. Eight. Tamworth. Tamworth population, 61,121. Unemployment rate, 8.09%. Average house price, $325,000. Tamworth has many titles, from the first City of Lights, since it was the first area in the country with electricity, the national equine capital of Australia due to its numerous equine events, and the country music capital of Australia. The retail industry contributes a lot to the local economy, although agriculture also remains important. It's the perfect city if you want to have access to musical and sporting events the whole year round. Seven. Toowoomba. Toowoomba population, 163,232. Unemployment rate, 4.42%. Average house price, $305,000. Toowoomba is a great place to live if you love flowers and gardens. With its annual flower carnival and over 100 public gardens, you'll be surrounded with blooms the whole year round. Toowoomba has many cafes, restaurants, cinemas, theaters, and shopping centers, so you won't really miss out much on city living. 6. Dubo. Dubo population, 41,934. Unemployment rate 3.3%. Average house price, $298,000. Dubo is mainly an agricultural city. One of its largest employers is Fletcher International Exports, which exports lamb products. But it also provides healthcare services to neighboring towns and is a major shopping center in the region. The city has several interesting attractions, including the Taronga Western Plains Zoo and the Old Dubo Jail, so tourism unsurprisingly plays a huge part of the local economy. Five. Wodonga. Wodonga population, 38,559. Unemployment rate, 6.82%. Average house price, $275,000. Wodonga is a central delivery point for government services to surrounding areas, and its economy is dominated by a cattle market, logistics providers, and various factories. It's often paired with the neighboring city of Albury, although Wodonga technically belongs to Victoria and Albury belongs to NSW, and together they form the urban area of Albury-Wodonga. Four. Mildura. Mildura population, 53,015. Unemployment rate, 8.6%. Average house price, $252,000. If you've always wanted to live near vineyards, you won't go wrong with choosing Mildura. It's home to several wine estates including Lindmans, Trentham, and Oak Valley Estate, and it's the source of around 80% of grape production in Victoria. The city has several shopping establishments including big box stores and a pedestrian mall, so stocking up on essentials isn't a problem. Three. Greater Taree. Taree population, 49,095. Unemployment rate, 9.73%. Average house price, $251,000. The Greater Taree City Council has been amalgamated with Great Lakes and Gloucestershire to form the Mid-Coast Council in May 2016. Still, this doesn't change the fact that Greater Taree is one of the best and the cheapest place to live in Australia. Its coastal location makes it a fantastic place for avid surfers and beach lovers. Aside from its lovely beaches, the area is home to the oyster farming community, making it ideal for those who are fond of oysters and want to have easy access to these aphrodisiac treats. Two. The Latrobe Valley. Latrobe Valley population, 73,548. Unemployment rate, 4.9%. Average house price, $247,000. Latrobe isn't afraid to mix work and play. The local economy is supported by manufacturing, agricultural, engineering, power generation, and information technology industries, while the natural landscape allows for hiking and bushwalking. The Latrobe River, along with various bodies of water like the Hazelwood Pondage, encourage swimming and other water sports. 1. Shepparton. Shepparton population, 63,366. Unemployment rate, 6.28%. Average house price, $240,000. Shepparton is the cheapest city in Australia, but it's definitely not the tackiest. Known as the Food Bowl of Australia, it's the home of many farming and food manufacturing businesses that includes well-known companies like United Dairy, Space Artmona, and Campbell's Soup. Arts and culture are alive in the city, embodied by museums, concerts, plays, and even an art project that involves local artists.